Good morning, friends. I hope you guys are having a good time and also a good life and good health. Today, the video is about the core of the series of videos which I'm going to produce. So this is the starting point. Before I go any further, I'd like to ask you a quick question, maybe just a couple of questions. First one is, are you over the age of 50? Well, if your answer is yes, then my next question is, have you ever imagined how would it feel like if you were 35 or 40? That is, if you could revert back to your younger self. And if the question's answer is also yes, then my dear friend, you are not alone in this whole thing. We all think like that. We all imagine like that. I have imagined like that all my life. But we do nothing about it. We don't put in the effort required to get into that form once again. And that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put in all the knowledge, all the experience, all the determination, all what I have into converting myself to my younger self. That is, I'm going to slow down, stop it, and then reverse the whole aging process. That's the mission I am on. Slow down aging, stop aging, and reverse aging of my body. I'm not advising anybody. I'm just for myself. So this is the experience I'm going to share. Before I really elaborate on anything else, I must make it very clear that I'm not part of any scientific research or a program. I'm not going to resort to any kind of medical intervention or surgery or supplements. It is purely going to be a change of lifestyle. And nothing else. Some of you may be thinking, what is it that convinces me that it is possible to do all this? Well, there is enough scientific evidence or research to prove all that. And I have read quite a bit. But I'm not going to get into that because I'm not an expert. But I have enough knowledge now to convince my own self that it is possible. So I don't have the capacity to convince other people, but I have already convinced myself that it is possible. But the major driver of this belief is my anecdotal evidence, which I see and observe people around, and my observational evidence. I have lived all my life in India, and for the past 20 years, I have been living in Australia and New Zealand, and I often am in India most of the time. I have observed that those people who have followed a healthy lifestyle, they are active in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I see over here in Australia and New Zealand, people in their 70s, 80s, they are doctors, lawyers, they are teachers, they are professors, they are running businesses, they are running marathons. Not only here, even when I go back to India, there are people in my village who are in their 80s and 90s still active, doing almost everything which they did 40 years ago. They may not look very young, but they are still very, very active. All this is possible. Just as a matter of interest, there is no retirement age in Australia and New Zealand. You could work in any department of the government, any private establishment, as long as you want. So this is the conviction which I have, that it is possible that I can revert myself back to where I was 25 years ago. I'm 65 now. I'm hoping to get back there, 40 years. I don't think most people are going to believe this. It's also hard for me to believe it's going to happen, but I think it is possible. So what is it that I'm going to do? Well, I have got a plan, which I would say like a detailed and elaborate plan. And I have been following that for almost a month and a half now, and I've started seeing some very positive changes. I'm going to share those changes with you in my subsequent videos, maybe just the next one. And I'll also share the whole plan with each and every element of it, so that all those who are interested may just make their own ones. And to let you know that the plan is just based on 4 things: optimizing my diet, my exercise, my sleep, and my emotional balance. That is 4 things: the diet, the exercise, the sleep, and emotional balance. I'm going to optimize all these things and then see what happens. I'm going to leave you all with good thoughts and good feelings, and I'll see you again in a day or two with the changes which have happened in the last 1.5 months in myself, and also subsequently I'll come back with my elaborate plan. All those who are interested to join me, I will not say follow me, there is no need to follow me, just join me, start your own, let's make it possible for ourselves, and so that we don't look 65 anymore, we look 45 in a couple of years' time. I think it is possible, and I am going to do it. Thank you very much.